All right, here we go. July 2024, 7th annual Cameron and Kevin's motorcycle trip. Starting off with a heavily worked over 1979 Honda GL 1000 Goldwing with some timing belts and some seals and looking after a bunch of stuff. And I made the mistake of recommending we play around with the timing, and now that's all we've been doing. So one more little adjustment before we leave Regina here today to get it running a little smoother. And I did purchase a Goldwing for myself, 1983, but it's not ready to go. I haven't put enough miles on it, so this girl is going with me. And my partner in the road here bought me a nice little charm for the road to protect both of us as we head on down the highway. Are you stoked?
I am. I'm ready for this, brother. It's been a long winter. We've had a lot of, like I said, a lot of challenges, a lot of work done on my iron horse this year.
Yep.
You know, after our problems last year, not being able to go. If anybody is following along from previous years, borrowing another brother's bike and all that jazz. Like you said, we're just going to do a little bit of timing here this morning. I was messing with it in the heat yesterday. It was snapping and popping, so we're going to roll it back just a little bit.
Okay, round two. I guess we had the fuel shut off.
And yeah, it's been sitting long enough. There's definitely nothing in it. The one thing we gotta watch though is maybe what I'll do is I'll put the, because it didn't burp at all, so we'll leave that on just to build pressure.
There we go.
Good news is the oil lights off pretty much immediately.
Yeah, Cam, I don't know what it is here, but no matter what I do to get this adjusted as close as possible, this is the high point right here, this lobe. And then, so what has to happen is that we have to get this gap here down to that 0.356 or whatever millimeters, but there's still too much gap there, like way too much gap. I just cannot seem to get these new points to align properly. I don't know, they're just... I don't know, maybe we should have a look and see if there's better quality points out there that we can get to put in here, because these are just absolute garbage. I can't believe it. So anyway, that's what I found out here. If you want to try and get your ignition system from one of the other bikes and bring it over, yeah, that might work too. Okay. All right, those other points went in like butter. They were pretty close to gapped perfectly. I just adjusted them perfectly. Like night and day difference. Okay, plugs back in. I wish you were here, but I'm too anxious to see if this girl will fire up. Let's give it a shot, buddy. Key on. Kill switch on. Ready to run. Okay, brother, let's go. Cameron! Choke, a little more choke. All right, I'm gonna start buttoning this bitch up, get the ratted and stuff like that. So,
but yeah, for day one, Newcastle, Wyoming. So we've got a little over 800 kilometers Canadian planned. Heading down there, a little over 8 hours in the saddle type of thing. And right now it is absolutely gorgeous.
Like 18, 17 degrees, perfect. But it's not going to be that way by the time the end of the day comes.
It might be a little bit spicy by the time we get our desto for the day.
Yeah.
So you know what? It's all right though. It's wind in our faces and we will be just fine.
100%. Yeah. Well, and you know what? It's that first day that's the killer for us. You know, going through the flatland. But hey, it is what it is. It's still better than a day working along in an office, being out in the sunshine and the heat. So seems like it's going to get up to like 35, 36, 38 maybe today Celsius. So by the time we get down there, but we've ridden in those temperatures before. Once it gets above 40, boy, that's a tough one. Anyway, we're on the road here and looking forward to you guys coming along again. Cheers.
Good morning, everyone. Sunday, July the 14th. We woke up in Newcastle, Wyoming this morning. Stayed at a cute little place, the Pines Country Inn. Certainly no Hilton, but absolutely nothing wrong with it either. Cute little motel type of space. Had breakfast at Donna's on Main Street. Fantastic service, great food. Grabbed a quick car wash here behind us. The bikes were covered. We ended up with about 40K worth of gravel yesterday on Highway 261. Montana Highway 261, that is. Of course, we ran into some gravel there. Today, off to Walden, Colorado is our final destination. We're going to work our way down the eastern side of Wyoming and then drop into Colorado, kind of just north of Fort Collins there, and then head west. About 620K today, so nothing too overwhelming. Another spicy one on the forecast, though. They're calling for temperatures in the mid to high 30s, 35, 36, 37 degrees in Cheyenne here. And LaGrange, we got to go through there. So she's going to be a warm one, but a beauty day. The sun is shining and we're looking forward to turning some miles.
Almost done day 2. We had sunshine, we had rain, we had mountains, we had roads. Not a bad day. Not bad at all.
Beautiful.
Bikes look happy.
Absolutely beautiful.
Cameron looks happy. I look happy.
Loving it. Loving it.
Okay, so here we are, day 3, Walden, Colorado. Yeah, really nice ride in last night. A little bit rainy, but a little bit cool, and not that 37, 38 degrees that we were having. And got up to 14 or 16, I think, by the time we got here to Walden. Had a really nice supper last night right at the hotel we're at. It's right here at
Antler Park Inn.
Antler Park Inn on the River Rock Cafe.
Yeah.
Nice little small town. And yeah, just getting ready for another go today. Kind of less miles than we've done before, but a lot of fun. We had, got some time to kind of look around a bit.
Yeah, and today is going to be much the same. Very light mileage kind of day. I think I've got about 350, 360 kilometers total, but
Yep.
Our first 3 hours is like 220 of those K, right? So
Yeah.
lots of real slow, great mountain roads. It's going to be a great start to the day, and we'll finish our day down in Golden, Colorado, and kind of taking the sights and sounds of there.
Perfect. That's why we're here. All right, let's get at her.
Morning, folks. Day 4 in beautiful sunny Golden, Colorado. Ended up being a really nice day yesterday. We did run into some issues though. So Rocky Mountain National Park is now a reservation entry between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Of course, I had our route planned coming up from Granby through Grand Lake and then through now Rocky Mountain National Park and down into Estee Park. We get to the gate, of course we don't have a reservation to come through, we ended up getting turned around. So what we did is we took Highway 40 back all the way south to the interstate. Turns out that it was a perfectly fine detour. Some beautiful roads and some lovely curves. We've actually got that same stretch of Highway 40 in reverse today to kind of push us up to the route I wanted to take. That'll move us all over into Leadville for the end of the day. So yesterday we ended up with a quick pit stop in Boulder at a cycle gear shop, trying to find a new bucket. Haven't been fortunate enough to find one that fits. Managed to catch our third Harley store of the trip at the Avalanche Harley Davidson. Is only a couple of kilometers here from the hotel. And a really great supper last night at a little joint around the corner here called Little Ricky's New York style pizza and pasta. Little Ricci's. Fantastic meal. So off this morning here, we're geared up, ready to go. Gonna grab some fuel and hit the highway. We'll see you out there.
Well, those boys are moving a bit on the slow side. Ooh, is that elevation getting to you?
No.
It is me.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
feel they're a little lightheaded?
Yep. Definitely. Oh.
Well, shoulders are sore, but I just...
No, I'm feeling dizzy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh. Well, that was one heck of a epic ride up. I am feeling a little bit of altitude sickness. Cam is not so bad, maybe a little bit, but was it Pikes Peak a few years ago, and that's, you know, probably 3,000-4,000 less. This is a little higher. What, 14,000 you said?
Yeah, 14,127 according to the geological marker.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely feeling a bit on the dizzy side, but yeah, like what a ride up. Like this
And
is
what a view.
Oh, and like you got to keep your head on a swivel up here. Like we followed some Harleys up here, maybe going a little bit on the slow side, but it sure gave us a good chance to look around, that's for sure. So anyway, ride continues. Back down the hill we go. Holy man, hey? Oh.
It almost looks like there's a road.
Oh yeah.
Whatever these little critters are. See this little bugger?
I think they're like marmots or something. I think I got a quick video of one as we went up. We've seen them before. Like at the top of the Bear's Tooth, I think they're up there too. Traffic. Are you kidding? Are you thinking about work right now, Cam?
No.
No? Oh, how come?
Real big fuel economy on the way down.
Should we just coast?
Oh, no engine.
Should we just coast the whole way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're going to want the engine braking.
I guess. That's the dude that was at the top yakking at us. I think he was a park ranger or something. Attaboy, Cam. Straight. Well, today has not worked out the way we wanted it to. Cameron's Goldwing, in spite of all of our efforts, does not want to go today. So we spent the morning troubleshooting, working the problem from Leadville, Colorado. And we're just in the process of moving from a motel to a bed and breakfast. And so the Goldwing is going from the motel to Cam's digs for tonight, as Jess is on her way. But that Goldwing ain't light, so I'm just helping get her over these humps here.
Hey, where's the strap? Because we've got to go uphill half a block.
Okay.
It's halfway up this block.
All right. I just been doing a little catch up on the video here where things didn't go as to planned. And I'll get a little. I'm sure we've got some of that video that you saved of early this morning troubleshooting.
Yeah.
We're making the best of a bad situation here, but this is a bit ridiculous.
So I guess, yeah, long and the short of it is, after everything we did, we had a mechanical failure this morning. The short answer is I don't know what it is. It's definitely coming from the back of the engine. Okay folks, looking for some diagnostic help. Started my bike up this morning. It was running fine. Letting it warm up here. It's like 52 degrees, so it's a little bit chilly. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it starts making a noise. And now this is what I've got. It didn't make a bang or a clang. It just kind of made a change in pitch or tune, and this is what we've got.
So whirring grinding sound.
Whirring grinding sound. We had it apart a few weeks ago. We did the heads. We got new belts on it. It has a new water pump.
Sounding like transmission.
Yeah, we've put on, you know, the better part of 2,000 miles. It sounds like it's coming from the back of the engine. Help me out here. There's no difference in sound with the clutch in, and you can hear the starter release. You know, a little bit of Googling, some questions on some forums this morning. Possibly primary, possibly oil chain. But either way, not comfortable riding, if nothing else, but for the fact it piles up and I end up having to go down.
Not an option. Not
an option. U-Hauls and all that jazz are just too expensive to truck at home, so yeah. I'm going to book a room tonight on my way over. Massive shout out to the folks at the Majestic who are taking me in tonight. You're going to have the room ready super early. Owner was nice enough to offer to come pick the bike up, which is, you know, would have been better than pushing it, but way more work to get it on an improper vehicle.
Just for a few blocks, really.
Yeah, for 4 blocks.
Yeah.
But I just can't say enough about the good people. The gal at the Leadville Motor Inn, who was did her very best to accommodate another night, but hotels in this town are tight right now, and they were booked full. So shout out to my gracious wife Jess, who is grabbing a friend and deadheading down from Saskatchewan. You know, it's about a 14.5-hour drive, you know, just shy of 1,500 kilometers one way, and they're gonna deadhead down together. We're gonna rent a U-Haul trailer and drag it back home, and Carlson here is gonna get on the road headed north himself so that he can make his way back inside the next, you know, 48 hours type of thing.
Yeah,
so,
not the way we wanted to end the trip, but no. it truly, I mean, when you talk about
risks, right?
Yeah, but ride or die, and then this is Jess's next level, right?
Yeah.
Coming all the way down here to save your ass, get this girl back home where she belongs, and you know that engine's coming out. We're gonna get this thing. It needs a full teardown at this point. Yeah. We've already put too much work into this thing to give up on her, and you know.
It's unfortunate that the situation is overall unfortunate.
Yeah.
And you know, the fact that we're not quite at our farthest point from home, but awful bloody close.
Yeah.
It makes it even more unfortunate.
Yeah.
But the long and the short of it is that, you know, when you're out riding, when you're out touring, it doesn't matter. You're brand new Harley, brand new Honda, shit happens, right?
Yeah.
Drive belts go, flat tires. Thankful and grateful and blessed that this happened in a parking lot. Not when we were moving.
Not on a mountain pass.
Not on a mountain pass.
Like we were yesterday.
To tow ourselves down from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Up and down the mountain.
That would have been nasty.
So grateful for the timing of the misfortune.
Yeah.
Self-reflection is always a tough thing when you're in a tough situation, but you know, we've developed a phrase, Kev uses it all the time, we're going to work the problem. So, you know, this morning we worked the problem. You know what, as far as that goes, a big shout out to the Econo Lodge in Durango, who allowed me to cancel my reservation on a few hours notice due to extenuating circumstances.
Non-refundable cancellation.
And the non-refundable. So a huge shout out to the Holiday Inn in Rock Springs, Wyoming. Booked a non-cancelable room last night for Friday evening. And their management was gracious enough to let me cancel, again, due to extenuating circumstances. So those businesses are getting a 5-star review and then some. Thank you everyone for following along this year. Day 5 is a bust.
Yep.
With any good luck, Kev will have a little bit of footage for you as he heads home through the month.
I hope so. Yeah. I hope I make it home.
You know, the reality is we do these videos as much for us as for anything else.
Yeah.
It's something we can look back on and reflect on that footage. And yeah, it's been a good number of days, and we really enjoyed the mileage. And
we made the most of it. Absolutely. We had you always find such great routes for us, and this year is no exception. As far as I'm concerned, we got our money's worth out of this trip. I'm super, you know, shout out to you for always planning these trips. You know, I've said this to you in person, but you know, thank you. These don't happen without Cam's many dozens of hours putting this stuff together. So I just go along for the ride and, you know, do my best to support and just be you know, flexible and just go along, right? So that's all there is to it.
And that's where we're at. Thanks everybody. Stay safe out there, and I will see you next year.
Yay.